Hello and welcome to Hot WIP Summer. You've probably heard of Hot Girl Summer. This is Hot WIP Summer, where I finish what I start and I clear my needles. So if you're new here, my name is Paige and I'm the face behind Theknittingpaige. This is my little section of the internet where I talk about all things knitting, and I plan to expand into the horizons of who I am as Paige beyond the knitting page. Hopefully include some running and lifestyle things in the summer, as I do have the summers off. I am a teacher and I really want to explore my creative side of video and content creation, but I feel like I haven't had the capacity to do that while managing this first year of full-time teaching. So this, clearing my needles, was really inspired by I was at Knit in Public Day with my local knit night, although it wasn't at night, it was during the day. And we were talking about how nice it feels just to clear things off the needles. And I feel like I haven't finished a project in a long time because I have a whole bunch of projects at a medium to late stage in progress. And I haven't even really been able to think or have the capacity to cast on something new because I know that there's so many other things on my needles, and I keep looking over here because I have my pile of things that I would like to finish sitting on the floor beside me. And there's a couple things I would like to cast on at some point, but I'm going to save those to the end because my priority is finishing what I've already begun. And I have a lot of projects that are like a sleeve, a collar, two sleeves, like some edging away from being done. And I want to prioritize those this summer and just clear my needles and kind of have it be like a nice moment. It's funny, a lot of people have asked me if I have big plans for the summer. It's my first summer off as a teacher, and I am just so excited to live and enjoy life and just enjoy the simple things in life and just slow down while also exploring. I really love to train. I am a fairly high level runner, and so I'm hoping to show you some of that content and take myself on adventures as well and be able to film it. We'll see. I find that the filming process of that is a lot more difficult than just sitting down and talking to the camera like I am right now, but it's something that I want to challenge myself with and explore while I have the time to do so. But let's get straight to it. The first WIP of Hot WIP Summer is my Billy. The Billy cardigan, it's actually not a cardigan. The Billy pullover is a pullover by Sari Nordlund. I cast this on with my local knit night this winter. Knit the yoke very slowly and then powered through the body during March break. But as you can see, I messed up and my panel is shifted over to one side. And so I'm supposed to, or wanting to explore sweater surgery with this sweater. There's lots of knowledge and wisdom at Knit Night that I am so incredibly grateful for. But one of the ladies there is going to advise me in slipping my stitches over. And so I think what's going to happen, I think I did a really poor job at explaining this the first time it was on, but I am going to graft stitches here and then cut stitches here so that it shifts over. And I know some of you, it is the same on the back as well. So the whole panel is shifted the wrong way. I really want to attempt this sweater surgery because it's scary and I've never done it before. And I think it would be a great opportunity to build my skills as a knitter. But then also, if I have to reknit the body, I already have to reknit it anyways, I might as well try to cut it and graft it before I just totally frog it. So this is a sweater that I feel has needed attention and time and the ability to think. And the only type of knitting I've wanted to do recently is just mindless knitting, you know what I mean? Where you can just whip it out, do a few rows, not have to think about it. And so that's what I've been working on. And then all those projects have gotten to a state where I have to think. And so I've just been collecting them. They're just my little friends that live in my living room. And I'm excited for them to live on my knit finished garment shelf and not in my living room. So that's the plan for the summer. The second WIP on the Hot WIP Summer is my Maggie cardigan. This one is so close to being done, but it's not yet because I have to do the button band, and I just have not wanted to do the button band. But the body's done, the sleeves are done, and like, oh, look at this yarn. It's so yummy. It's so great. This is Noro Silk Garden Sock Solo, I believe. I was calling it Noro like Silk Garden. Didn't realize there's a whole bunch of Noro Silk Gardens, but I believe it's Noro Silk Garden Solo. It's a sport weight. It's got silk in it. It's got merino. It's very lovely. I'm obsessed with this. I had such a fun time. Like this body and the sleeves took no time at all to finish. The button band? Oh my gosh, the button band is being the bane of my existence. So this is one that literally will just take me like a weekend to finish. But I just haven't. I've been marking exams and writing comments and going on runs and bike rides and doing these things. And when I get home, I just want to work on something that involves no thinking. So I haven't done the button band, but the Maggie cardigan by Petite Knit is one that I very much love. Can't wait to have it in my wardrobe. I feel like it's going to be such a fun little piece to have for the summer. I also think that like the silhouette and the construction of the Maggie is like very on trend with what's going on in just like general fashion sense. So I think like it like, you know, done up with like a cute little tube top or a little tank top underneath with like a denim skirt or shorts will just look very, very nice. The other thing that I think that sweater is going to look really cute with is these necklaces that are the sponsor of today's video. So Anna Luisa reached out and they were like, hey, we're doing a summer launch. We'd love for you to join. And I was like, I have been obsessed with your jewelry since I've seen it in the knit world. And so when they reached out, my response was 110% yes. I love your jewelry. Your pieces are like timeless and classic and yet affordable. And they're gold plated, so they don't tarnish. They do have some 100% gold and sterling silver pieces, but the ones that I have are gold plated. And I have this lovely stack going right now where I have this cute little floral like gold chain and this little pennant that has like it has a little, what are they called, a seashell and like a sea glass and a pearl, and it just felt like so East Coast. So I've been obsessed with it. I have I have not taken the I've either worn both or one at a time since I've received them. I have been in the ocean. I have gone sweating. I've gone sweating. I've gone running and sweat a lot. I've done like 6 races in them. I'm pretty sure I was wearing these when I won our local 5K here in Halifax, which is kind of hype. So they're sweat tested, ocean tested. I've been in pools. I've been in the lake, and they still look beautiful. And there's like no sign of wear. I've received lots of compliments on them, both from students, from friends, from other colleagues, and they can put up with my crazy life. They can put up with anyone's crazy life. So thank you so much, Anna Luisa. I also think like the little green in here for like the little sea glass piece here with the Maggie is going to look so cute. And that I'm just very, very pleased with the stack. Thank you so much. Let's stick on the green theme because I like green. The next sweater that I would like to finish is the Tulip Loop sweater by Other Loops. This was supposed to be my Easter sweater, and then I got distracted. I cast on my cognac sweater, and it's still sitting as a WIP. But this is knit in Brooklyn tweed shelter in the colorway Foothills. It's super lovely to knit. I have to go find my needles because I took them off to, I think, work on these sleeves, maybe, or a hat or something. But I need to finish like a couple more inches of the one sleeve. I have to do the collar and I have to do the other sleeve. It's really not that much work. Oh, I also have to cast off the body because I was afraid I was going to yarn chicken. And so, yeah, it's really, again, like another weekend or so of work and it's done. But I haven't wanted to finish the sleeve or do the collar or cast on the other sleeve or do the bind off of the body. And so it's been sitting in this half finished state for like 2 months now. And I want it to be done. I want to wear this. The other thing that I really love about living on the East Coast, for example, today I had the day off to mark. So I went for a run midday with my dog. So warm. Like I am profusely sweating. And so it's a nice day. I go out, I take my journal, I'm jotting down like ideas about comments and whatever. Go for ice cream this evening. It is so cold. I wish I had a sweater on. So I really do think there's going to be a lot of utility in wearing these sweaters here on the Maritimes, out on the ocean, where, it's like the breeze rolls off the ocean and it's like crisp and cool. The sun goes behind a cloud and it's crisp and cool. And both this and the Billy and my Maggie all don't have mohair in it. So I really do think that they're going to be a good piece to throw on and like in the evening carry around. I think they'll look super cute at the beach as well. And you guys all get it. The like feeling of wearing like a hand knit garment to the beach or just like out and about is always something of like pride and ownership. And I'm just excited to have these pieces that I've worked so hard on finally off my needles this hot WIP summer so that it can be a hot FO fall. Another sweater that I have that's almost complete, but also not complete because that is how every single one of these projects is working, is my Norma sweater by My Favorite Things Knitwear. This one is a little further, maybe an equal state to the Tulip Loop sweater, but different. It's like the same, but different. So the body is complete. The collar is complete. One sleeve is half complete. The other sleeve is not yet started. So I have to do a sleeve and a half and then I'm done. Whereas my tulip sweater, I have to do a sleeve a bit, a body a bit, a collar, and a sleeve. But like the body and the sleeve are both not a lot. So again, really not that much time to finish this. Just haven't prioritized it. But like I said, hot WIP summer is here. This Norma sweater will be done. And like this Norma sweater was cast on last summer of the idea of the ocean behind it. This yarn is from Hobby. It's Hobby Friends Kids Silk and Hobby Kids Merino. Super lovely. It's super flowy. It's super drapey. Some of the other members at Knit Night have knit the Norma sweater in like a week and made me look like a fool. I'm kidding. You guys have made me look like a fool. But they knit it so quickly and they both look so good. And I just want my Norma to be like, then they can be friends, and they can hang out and it can all be good. But the Norma sweater is another one that I just would love to get off my needles. Okay. The next ones are ones that we haven't seen in a while / have been started this spring. I'm going to grab the one that's closest to me, and that is my Olympe vest. So the Olympe vest is this like scrappy garter stitch vest that is made by or designed by La Pole. Again, this is one that's fun, but I was at a point in the pattern where I had to like go and read what was going on. And if you can relate to that, sometimes when you don't know where you are, like just the task of reading your stitches, reading the pattern, picking it up and going forward, it can just be too much of initiation energy to actually get going. So I just haven't knit on it. But this is one that I think will be so fun to wear. It also gives me like coastal, like but more gloomy vibes rather than like daytime beach. Like this is like gloomy, rough, like rock ocean, and this is like sand ocean, but they both give ocean vibes. But the Olympe vest, I love vests in general. I think they're super fun for the summer. Again, I don't think this will take too long. The only like long thing of the Olympe vest is the double knit button band. But to me, that's like the like key pull it together feature that makes it look something like, I love garter stitch. I've knit multiple projects in garter, but it's like kind of elementary in terms of knitting. But that double knit button band just pulls it together and makes it a little ha and like all nice and neat. So this is another one. And then the other thing is I have an excavation blanket that I also have been working on. I've actually worked on it a decent amount this spring because it's something that involves no thinking, and I could just knit like a row or two in like 10-20 minutes and have it like satisfy that urge to do something with my hands without needing to think. But I love the satisfaction of finishing a garment, hence hot WIP summer. So this is one that once I finish, the garment, now all of my like gloomy coastal scraps can now go into my excavation blanket, which has been having like a very like funky punky spring full of bright colors because all my neutrals and my blues are all in a different pile of scraps. So the Olympe vest, again, I also think the vest will be like versatile and cute for summer. Wear it with like, again, a denim skirt or denim shorts, or like I'm a big fan of skirts. I think that would look super cute with it. um Excuse me. And to wear it as a top this summer, and again, it's like one of a kind, it's eclectic. i I've been enjoying wearing things that are not super out there, but like have some components of like basics, but like with a little like extra little bit of spice, has kind of been what I've been gravitating towards. Okay, the next WIP I will talk to you about is a recent cast on that I don't know if I've ever talked about on here. It's a test knit. This is the Maya cardigan by We Made Wardrobe. Really, really love it. I've attempted to start the button band by picking up stitches, but we didn't get that far. I have not finished picking up the stitches. I want to go for a run instead, so I stopped, but we're making progress. We've started. This is also knit with a super fluffy alpaca yarn, and I think it's called Alpaca Whisper? Alpaca Mist, but Alpaca Whisper is what everyone thinks it is, but it's Alpaca Mist by Estelle. And then it also is held with Einband by Lopi, I believe is the brand. No, Lopi is another one of their. Anyways, it's like the same brand as Lopi, but it's Einband is like the specific yarn. Um, and I'm doing it in this navy. There's like a slight little bit of marl to it. I'm not sure if that showed up, but if it did, it's like the Einband and the mist, alpaca mist, are slightly different dark shades of blue. I think it looks really lovely. I think come the fall, or even like, again, like cool beach night, wearing this cardigan I think will look super cute. But I really love navy, hence like this and my billy, and like some of the pieces and colors in here are very navy. I think it will be a good piece. It's just been the other night I was knitting it at midnight and I was just like sweating because it was so warm because of the alpaca. So it's definitely going to be like cozy up on a cool night, slash like just have it draped over my elbows or like wrapped around me. But this one, the body is done. I started the button band because as you could see with the Maggie, the button band is like painful for me to knit. Even though I do love a cardigan, I need to start it and then go to the sleeves, because the sleeves are just like, and then we're done. The button band takes a little more focus and attention. I'm going to PEI this upcoming weekend to race what's called the Red Isle Relay, which is a relay that goes all across PEI. It's a 17-person relay, like 270 kilometers. Probably going to film some of that, ideally, is the plan, and put something together. I have filmed stuff for my races this spring as well. I just haven't had the time to like put together a meaningful video. The standard traditional knitting videos are a lot easier to edit and put together, and they're like what I know how to do. So we're trying to get back into that before we go back and edit some of these like more creative ones where I'm kind of scratching my head along the way and wondering what I do. But the Maya cardigan by We Made Wardrobe is one that I am excited to have, and I think, well, this one, because it's a test knit, I'm going to prioritize it. But yes, there are two more. Oh my gosh, I looked over. There's 3 more WIPs that I have. All of them, again, are like kind of close to being done. The next one is the Nada Dress by Ulla Knitwear. And you can't even see it because it's actually like, it's substantial in size. This is one that I casted on not 1, but 2 years ago. Still haven't finished it, but you know, A for effort, we're trying. What I think, again, that I'm going to do is do the double knit edging before I finish the body, because if I don't do that, the double knit edging is going to be like another year or 2 until I finish it, and we don't want that. I want to wear this dress. I think it would look so beautiful, and like even like the dress with like the little necklace from Ana Luisa just looks so beautiful together. I think it would be really, really lovely. So that is the Nada dress. It's getting there. It's getting there. I have 2 summer tops from last year that I didn't finish that I would like to finish this year. First one is the Solar Tube Top, and again by Ula Knitwear, but this like fun stripy tube top. I am almost done the like body portion, and then I'll go to the bust portion. But what held me up was that I had to go and buy elastic, which I did go and buy elastic to put in so that it's tight under your bust and above your bust, so it's not going to fall off. I'm knitting it in pure silk by Knitting for Olive, so if you don't have the elastic, it's just going to grow and stretch, and we don't need that happening. So this is one that I would like to finish. I think it would be super wearable this summer. It gives me like cowboy vibes, which I know is like trendy and whatever. And you know what? I think I'm here for the trendy whatever when it comes to this little knit top. So I should really get going and finish it. But again, it's at a point where I have to go and read the pattern and figure out what I'm doing. The other thing is for the bust shaping, there are short rows. And so it means that like you don't necessarily finish one row at the same, like you have to like cut your yarn and then sew it back, like weave them down, which I haven't really been excited to do, but I will do it. So the solar tube top, hoping to be done again this summer, just like all my other projects. And now this project has come out of the woodwork because I wanted something mindless to work on. And what's not better than a 3mm camisole? Like they go on forever. They don't take up a lot of space. And so this has been a project that I have been working on a decent amount. This is the square neck camisole by Garno Slicked. And this is one that I cast on last year. It reminds me of this pearl necklace that I was gifted, or not pearl, this opal necklace that I was gifted last year from my students. Again, I think it's beautiful. I think it's going to be like fun and summery. I believe this yarn is like a linen merino silk blend. Like it's luxurious. It has little flecks of purple in it. It's very lovely. And I've really been enjoying knitting on it because I can just go round and round and round and round, and I don't have to think. Now, the hesitation with this one is that I have like one really ugly decrease stitch, and that kind of put me off from knitting it. And then I picked it up the other day when I just wanted something to knit on, and I was like, you know what? If someone's going to be inspecting the underneath of my armpit this closely, I think I have bigger fish to fry, and they have like it's okay. It's okay. And who knows what blocking does? Like blocking is magical. And so I have the square neck camisole that is slowly growing and that I've actually really been enjoying to work on. It's the season for summer camisoles, and so it's nice to have this one like almost done. And B, it's been giving me that ability to knit without thinking that I'm really grateful for. So yeah, those are the WIPs of Hot WIP Summer. The only other plan that I have thought about is using this yarn that I picked up in Montreal from L'Islam Biscotte and doing a one shoulder tank in that's like cute and fun, but it's going to depend on how the other projects go. I could also see myself casting this on if I need something small to carry, or if like I don't want to work with something like super woolly, like a sock yarn is going to be more of my friend than like a worsted weight wool that some of the other sweaters are at. So I would like to knit a summer top out of this yarn. I think it will transition nicely into fall as well because of the color, but also will look cute in the summer. So this is one that's kind of like TBD, but the one shoulder lost tank by Friday Knits is like the top that's like pulling my attention. Whether or not it becomes a reality is still like to be seen, but that yeah, those are the plans. Hot WIP Summer is here. As you can see, I've got a lot of WIPs. I know I've done like a frog it or finish video in the past. I really don't want to frog any of these projects. I'm really excited to have them all as finished pieces that I can wear and love. I think it's just a matter of sitting down, going through the patterns, and like kind of like going like one piece at a time, because like you've seen, all of them are like a super like none of them are in like the infancy of progress. They're all like halfway to like 3/4 of a way complete. And so there's I'm gonna finish a lot of projects this summer, but I just don't want to cast on anymore because I feel like my brain is like, oh my gosh, what do I work on? So yeah, and I'm excited to like try to film some like fun content videos. It's kind of scary, and like I've been even forcing myself to sit down tonight to film took like a little bit, but it does feel really good to be back in front of the camera. And I know the more that I do it and kind of make it part of my routine and like habitualize it, the easier it will become. And I ideally would like to take out like an hour or two every week to record and edit moving forward, just building that into my routine, that I got to work on this summer. So that's all for me. Maybe you are also wanting to join Hot WIP Summer and finish up some of these like these lingering WIPs. I think it's going to feel really good to get these things off my needles. And again, there hasn't really been any projects that are like fully grabbing at me right now. I think because I want to finish these ones. So yeah, I'm excited. And until next time, happy knitting. Bye.